An attempt is being made at catching fish. Oh, not this. Nope. Ah. Yeah. Oh, you're not up yet. God damn it. I guess I might as well just go and try to do the... Try to do the tower. While I wait. Be up in another 22 minutes, so... Every time. Ah, come on. Oh, let me sit up. Then after that, I won't get another chance to fish the fish that I want for another 8 hours. But in 2 hours, there's a different fish that I need. So after I attempt to fish for this one fish, I'll start a new game plus. Peace. Whee! Hi, CD. You're keeping me company. Oh, come on. No! Extra work mode didn't last the whole 2 hours. Wow. So now we have nothing else to do. You like my new model that I made in like less than half an hour? Also, how's the audio, by the way? Can you hear me okay? Is there too much background noise going on? Give me the feedback, please. Okay, I'll increase my volume a little bit. How about now? No. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thanks. Oh God. have 11 minutes to make it to the top. Because that's when the next window for the fish that I'm trying to catch is open. In 11 minutes. Oof. Ah, come on! If only I could just jump. Ah, puppies. Are you excited for the Rising event? Did you see the rewards for that? Okay. We have an hour together. Yeah, you just have to do the Rising event. Oof. 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 No! Oh. 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 The 27th. So I think it's as soon as this event is over, that one will start, which is usually how things go. Yeah. Come on. Oof, oof, oof. No! Oh, 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 oh. Oh shit, how am I? No! Fuck me! Ah! Ah! I had gone so far! from what I saw in the screenshot, I think you become the Phoenix because I didn't see a person on the screenshot. God damn it. Ah! No! Oh. Ah. Ah, come on. Ah. E. I. O. Ah. Ba, 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 da. I overshot it. Puta. Oops. E. There we go. 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 No! Fuck you. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Have 2 minutes. Ah. E, I, O, U. Ah, okay. Well, bye. I'm going back to my boat for fishing. Maybe. Just 2 minutes. Time for silence. This guy is still dancing here. Okay. I got 47 of the thing left. My poor inventory. Okay. Let's see. Because of stream elements, I didn't want to struggle with the whole layout thing and, you know, the whole notifications thing. Because I will have to do that all over again. So, like, this layout is already set up for the Twitch version, not my YouTube version. I tried using my YouTube version, but it was using a different layout. And I was like, nah. Nah. So that's why I'm in Twitch. And I didn't feel like using my, you know, VTuber account for Final Fantasy. Especially if I was gonna do like just fishing or just New Game Plus. I figure I might as well just do New Game Plus on this account that's connected to my YouTube account so that I can just keep the New Game Pluses in one place. Well, okay. I heard nothing. I hear nothing because I have headphones. Uh-huh. Okay. Did you hear all that? Ah, no, not this, not this, not this, not this. Okay. That's fair. You poopies. "20 minutes of fishing." I will also sit. Never pick up fishing. I'm just trying to complete this quest. What? 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 You fishes. This turn to again. Oh. Well, I'm not gonna bother about that right now. Oh, there's another fisher right there. There's somebody watching the dude dance. Why is that person wearing a coat and... fishing. My boy. Might go do the fishing. Well, I should have used your accordion. Where's my hand accordion? Right there. Put it here. Oh, that's an explosion. No. We're having a good time. Having a good time. Still not what I need. I need 3 little talaos. Which sounds like 3 little salaos. Which makes sense. Because they're salty fish. "13 minutes. No, I didn't mean to catch it. Partially. Partially. There's luck involved. There's also gear involvement and skill. I mean, I might be having some skill issues here too. Because I didn't look at a guide or anything like that. I'm just going with the flow. God damn it, fucking Ash Cheetos. But for like these big ass fish that I'm trying to catch, yeah, a lot of it is luck. With, you know, having the correct gear and stuff, so you can have the chance to catch the fish. I hope that person is not trying to fish for what I'm trying to fish. Because otherwise they only have 11 minutes and they meant AFK, I think. Crafting classes is fun. I think fishing is fun, but I'll do it once in a blue moon. After I'm done with this quest, if there is no other quests, I'll drop fishing until next expansion. Wait, are they gonna have a party here? Are people gonna have a party here? Well, at least they're not starting until 30 minutes, so I'll be long gone. But I think people are gonna have a party here. Oh, I ran out of the thingy that I need. There's no way I'm catching this fish that I need. Paprika was napping.
See, that's what a dog's supposed to do, Torgal.
CD is keeping me company on Twitch.
I tried to give him a treat, he wouldn't take it.
Uh-huh.
He spat it out on the floor. So I put him back in the box, so I had to come up to give him a treat.
Oh, wow.
He woke up for it.
Wow. You woke up my daughter for that.
Yeah, well, she's happy about it.
Yeah, she is.
You happy?
A miracle has to happen for me to catch this fish. What? 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 Who done what? What now? What?
More?
No, I only had the one. That's it. That's all you get.
Ah, shit. Wrong fish. Oh, yeah, Tur came in. Tur came in to give Paprika a treat that Torgal spat out. Because Torgal doesn't know how to be dog. How did Dogo accept treat? Well, Paprika was sleeping, and she woke up to Turk coming in, and she took treat, and she ate it, even though it had Turgo saliva on it. Because she's a little garbage can. Oops. I don't know. Looking at all the fish I miss. Oh shit. Condensation. On my desk. Ah! Ah! Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to handle Torgal Himbo Chaos. Maybe not even Paprika. Yeah, you're definitely a cat person. Because the cats will at least leave you alone for the most part. Got so warm so quickly. Let me drink water. Okay. Last chance. And then I go downstairs to see what Turk needed in the kitchen, and then I'll come back. And I'll do New Game Plus. Because I haven't done New Game Plus in a while. Oh yeah. Shit, my sheets. I have to go put my sheets in the dryer. It's been hours. Oh well. I'll do all that in a little bit. I have time. At least I can forget my laundry here and not, as if not in like dorm or apartment. Okay, that's it. No fish. No fish. No fish. Sad. A different fish opens up in an hour. I don't know if I want to try that. Then the next availability will be in 15 hours after that. So, we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. I'm gonna BRB, get a lot of stuff done that I completely forgot about, and all that stuff. I'm gonna leave you with the iCam here so you can see all the people. I hydrate. I'll be right back. back. Since there's a fish in like 1 hour. I don't know if I should wait to start. I already did this in my yeah, I did. Okay. Thank you. You know what? Let's just do New Game Plus. Let's just do New Game Plus. Fuck fishing. I've had enough of fishing. I've had enough fishing. Closing that bullshit. What is this? What's this? Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. Fuck that fish, I'm out. So, since we're going to do New Game Plus, I should dress up for the occasion. So that means I'm going upstairs and hiding. I'm gonna dress up for the occasion of being a new baby. Well, this is a good spot as any. Let me fix my portrait. Save. Close. Yeah. New Game Plus. Let's abandon this shit. Let's go. New Game Plus mode. On to Summerford. That's where I'm going. God, it was so cold this morning and now it's fucking hot. Ah. Where did you start your new game, by the way? You started in Ulda, right? Okay. And it's been years since you started here, right, in Limsa? There you go. Still Limsa, are you, Aster? Oh no, I can't do pirate talk. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I like it. I visited orchard, or English. What is English? Orchard, orchard. Whatever. By the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard the place? The owner is still Warren is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that. This is all Koji's fault. This is all Koji Fox's fault. And has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another ant or two, and your name sprang to mind. Speaking is hard, yeah. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. Fuck this old English accents, yeah. And fucking pirate talk, my dude. You need directions. The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. Okay. The Zephyr. Which one is the Zephyr Gate? I don't know what the Zephyr Gate is anywhere. I could technically teleport, but I like making my life complicated. So we're just gonna ride a mount there. Even though I shouldn't have a mount at this time. I should be walking. No, I don't want this one. No, I don't want this one. No, I don't want this one. I don't want this one. No. No. Just take out your damn chocobo. Oh, oh yeah, my chocobo is in my favorites. Good. It's fine. I'll take out my damn chocobo. Let's go. Be gay. Be gay, my son. We're running. We're pretending that I am, you know, a baby, sort of. I'll give up in like 5 seconds. Yeah, let's go. A baby with privilege. Yeah. That me. I'm a baby with privileges, so that's up here. You must be the adventure brethren promised to send along. Astor Flores, wasn't it? Yes. Yes, it's me. Oh, so Astor's FF14 lore. Let's get that over done with. Astor was born in the New World, right? He's still from the New World. Tonio is also from the New World. But Astor came to Eorzea many years ago. Because of health issues, right? He was a weak baby. Like people thought that he wasn't gonna live past 100, because you know Vieras live very long lives. So he came to Eorzea a long time ago. I'm still deciding with what age he is right now. Terrorists, the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employed these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merwolf's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. God, this is practicing English reading once again. What is reading? Well, it turns out that you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blinks just never took on, never took to tending the soil, you see. Yeah, it's been a long time. And unfortunately, the bonus I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I needed a tougher soul like you to keep zipping and help where it's needed. I don't even know where the fuck keep came in from because I don't see a keep anywhere in the sentence, but okay. Complete. Still, we're an owner of Silverford Farms wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness to the task he has in mind. Gee, you want to inspect my equipment? It's just ADHD and mild dyslexia. I have a mind to set you a task, Flores, but before I do, I need to make sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. I might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for cultures, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're suitably equipped. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah? Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm suitably equipped. I think so, right? I think I'm fine. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. You're right. It should be stronger. If I was very well prepared, that shirt would be like, I forget what the eye level is. Oops. Erstwhile Buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have little trouble getting their attention. Flores, that aura and confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. We just talked like 5 seconds ago, sir. We just talked like 5 seconds ago. I hope I've read you alright, for I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might the adventurer be you? Yup. I forget that I'm a small bunny. Bark, bark. Bark, bark. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the story tale. You have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Lomensa, as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with austere tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of the rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry and their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get him to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Will you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Yeah, sure. Good lad. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Seasung Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, Flores. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? What's that, Pikachu? What's that? What's that? I can't see. Is that Pikachu? Yeah, it's Pikachu with ramen. You're cute. Cute, little Pika. Alright. Let's see. Ah, good enough. Let's go. I already gave up on running. No, I'm just gonna eat normal. I'm not gonna struggle.
私は支える波であり、
I forgot that she's in Japanese.
私は導く風である。私は夜の星であり、私は朝の空である。私は海で生を受け、そして海で死に向かう。その筆跡に刻まれた船乗りたちの鎮魂歌よ。
Hi, Stola.
海で生まれて海で死ぬ。リムサロミンサに生きる民の生き様ね。海に帰ることができた船乗りには海難事故が起きぬように祈りを。
It's gonna be a pain in the butt when it comes to that one part where they do the countdown, though.
大地に散った船乗りには彼らの魂が海へ戻るための祈りを。あなた、最近サマーフォード省に出入りしている冒険者ね。
I just realized that they cut so many quests out because there used to be like, maybe that's the whole point of it's been a while since I talked to you, because there used to be so many quests in between this and this and the beginning of this section.
噂の人さらいを追ってたんだけど、外れだったかしら。
Like I remember having to talk to like the farm workers and telling them, yo, go get some food, or yo, go get to work, you'll get some food later. Yeah. Oh, I'm not that much taller than Ursula.
やはりここのエーテルの乱れは人為的なものだったのね。人さらいを追う者がここに2人、それを襲う魔物。この剣、口封じを従っているのは一体誰なのかしら。さあ、やっつけるわよ。
So trying to decide on how old Aster is here. Look at my cool ass weapon. first started this game, I wiped to this instance. Oh, the old battle music is louder compared to me. Hold on, let me race. How is it now? Okay. Good, good. I just lowered the volume of my mic a little bit ago because it showed that there was a lot of action going on when there was nothing. So I thought it was picking up on, you know, a bunch of random stuff. Okay, that's good. Oh, so much condensation on my bottle. Still a good shot. I can't wait to see the graphical updates and how this whole thing will look like with it.
気がついた？やはりこの子無理やりにけしかけられたようね。 グーブーの背中にこれが刺さっていたわ。このナイフ、ロープを扱う船乗りたちが使うものよ。どうやらこの件、船乗り、それも海賊たちが絡んでいるのは確かなようね。ところであなた大丈夫？エーテルにでも酔ったのかしら。戦闘の後急に倒れたから驚いたわ。え、大きなクリスタル、一体何の話を。これは思わぬ収穫もあったものね。何でもない、こっちのことよ。私はもう少しこの件を追ってみるつもり。あなたは依頼主に注意を促しなさい。これを見せて海賊らしきものが暗躍しているとね。これから忙しくなりそうだわ。クリスタルの光が重なるとき、また会いましょう。
Okay. Vamos a buscar las esferas del dragón. That's all I can think about when I ride this mount. And no, I don't know the English version or the Japanese version of the song. Sun hell's breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd sent you to your death. If you're in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. Blunt sailor's knife. From cutting rope to removing barnacles, from gutting fish to gutting borders on a ship, there are thousands of uses for a knife. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farm hands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a man-go-boo on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption? Ah, Ishtola. She's been in Limsa Lominsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with the kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where it thus should be lacking is in those human of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate past. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer might prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Floris. If it weren't for the efforts of a stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state than it is. Just you keep on leading your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa to the brighter future she deserves. That C stops Severin and his lot never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stillborn would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Oh, here it is, the one that I have to talk to people. Okay. Riding my unicorn. So sigh, rar sigh. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess as to what I've had for breakfast. Either breaded sticks or ash tuna. I think ash tuna. What? Gods, how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I just as soon get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject summons from the cabin. There's another one somewhere right here. For the ether? The right? No? Down. Oh, right here. Work? Huh. Can't work with when me hands are full of lifting the smoke. You know, I'd wager me last skill you never guess what I'm drinking. Swill water or swill wine? Swill water. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing swill minister if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Axes are made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Skirmishing or wanton slaughter. You bet your beard I did that, and those were the days. I reckon now I'd have to be set aside taking my axe to the trees. Yep, you do. Another one over here. Where are you? Where are you? Where you be? Ah, it's this guy. Severin. I am Severin. You're the old man's errand boy now? Tell my dear old cabin not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. My chocobo is with me. So someone sent you, and what do you reckon I say to that? Work is for the weekend, but less I've saucier seeds to sow. Damn right, didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners, but I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. These kids. These kids. I want this one. I'll ride my unicorn again. You continue to impress me, lad. All but Severin are accounted for. It's not fault of yours, he's squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Pains me to say, but all the guild in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I'm full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Flores. I'll be sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Okay. What's this now? Sterling sent you for the oranges? Huh. So the old bugger had known all this time. Ugh. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventure types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins who just over yonder by the bonfire. Wow. Oh, right here. Attempt to kill everything in one shot. Come on. Come on. There, you're dead. Severin sent you? Ha! The way he flew out of here, I was sure he'd sold us down the river. Sosai Rarsai. If he hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked doo-doo. I owe you one. Would have gone away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Yeah. That's what you get for not picking the people you hang out with properly. No, I never have killed one of you. Nah. Hunting log. Huh. I never completed the... yeah, I'll kill one. You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed that I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I have no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you the sack 'cause I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Osine and send him my regards. Sure. I'm a bunny on an egg. A bunny on an egg. A bunny on an egg. What have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms and as scheduled. That's a first for everything. Sack of oranges. A burlap bag packed chock full of juicy, ripe Lanusian oranges. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Stone's payment in full. With you, I can trust he'll reach him. Back in one piece, that's a relief. How did you fare, Flores? sack of ale. Payment for the sack of Lanusian oranges. This is what I'm aiming for. Look to be all I was owed. Alright. Though I'd be telling you false if I claim I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming of the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Gurkant. Oh, it's an old man. I never noticed an old man. Gurkant seeks further soil to improve the yields of his newly plowed fields. Blast! At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had a black loam just a bit could send our stock soaring. I'll bet Rodwa knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit at the orchard? Okay. Where are you? There you are. Hi, ma'am. That Gurkhan's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by those old rocks that dwell there. Once you 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Preferal at Tiller's Rest and he'll know what to do. I also remember dying a lot to this quest when I was a baby. When I was a baby, I used to die a lot here. I don't know if sprouts die a lot to this part anymore. But I sure as hell did. Oh. No. Ark, even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. Black loam. Quite literally, a steaming sack of shit. Or shite, as it was written. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Don't laugh at me. Oh, don't tell me Gurkhan neglected to mention where the black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it all out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Aurochs' lair, of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Confounded pirates, they know nothing of tilling, only killing, stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself, if I hadn't sworn to Stoneworth that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools, and make sure those dogs reap what they're sown. Okay. I got you. I got you. Oh, you're alive again. Hi. Here. Murder. I did all the murder. All the murder has been done. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Stolen farm tools. Without tools like these, the tillers who frequent Tiller's Rest would have a hard time tilling. Try to say that 3 times fast. Good to see these tools back and in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. That wretch likely had a role in the theft. Despite him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. I couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work, but when he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Servant ought to know what sort of scalawag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? Okie dokie. Wee. Pirates making off with our tools, provided well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops, not corpse. Crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Yeah. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lad, and you've never once let me down. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond all I've ever asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? It eases my mind to have your ear. You've no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in a manner that he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. Okay, I got you. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Grenoudia at the Etherite. She was the last one to see him. I think so she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Nothing that passes through those gates escaped my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for Wood Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods, and I said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give them a cuff round the ear from me, will you? Oh, my neck. Ignore the spoiler dog. Spoiler dog is not out yet. Spoiler dog doesn't exist. Spoiler dog can hurt you. Down, down. Oh look, it's a tired guy. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't get no lower than that. Curse, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Sermon so I was ready. But the others weren't so lucky. You gotta help them. Maybe. Making my way downtown, walking fast, walking faster. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I ate. My axe may as well been a white flag for all good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Well, you have a hatchet, sir. Not an axe. A hatchet. Towards our right side. Okay, let me look in here. How do I get this, guys? Let's see what he says. It ain't safe here. Take the others and get out while you still can. And this is Tude Man. At long last, you will have the dogs that you deserve, deserter. Okay, cool. Severin might got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's step. To arms! Okay, says the little shaking Lalafell on the behind a rock. A true knave, you betrayed even yourself, Severin. Ugh. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who will betray the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. Do I have to say it? Do I have to say this? It's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may wake to life. Okay, I said it. I said it then. Very embarrassing. I have no idea if this guy was talking to me or if he was talking to the dumbass. And if he was only talking to the dumbass, why wasn't he just, You're strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Yeah. Impossible. Never has the golem been so sorely tested. Yes, it has. Dead. That the golem should be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. I do thinking. Hi, Stella. The snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. I didn't get touched though. Oh, here we go again. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known filaments and factions. Whom then do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. but the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagan and Kobold activity. Something is afoot, and the question is what? I think this is part of the 1.0 storyline, but I cannot tell. Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Then some would be hard pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation, and I must need finds evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes even more unlike itself. It is as Louisa foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlatan ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether, yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlatan seem commonplace. Here, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes the great hole in the sea its training ground, joining the celebrations. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow, but whence does it emanate? Sea Sun Grotto, perhaps? What have we here? Can you walk? They're still at your shoes. You're so funny. 'Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Servant here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagan. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stonewall will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Shistola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that I might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms and I'll face the consequences. He says take me away, but he walks away on his own. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem. Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until paths next cross, farewell. Bye-bye. Oh, not this thing. Let's go on the chair. And yours in all adventure, I've caused more than my fair share of trouble during my time here. Not that you need telling. Lo, I knew you'd return. Estrella delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too, the lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A thrall to the Sahagin? 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like parrots, but they're not but the fishback's funkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see, but the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back they started snatching law-abiding Laminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long round here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death. But the Reavers offered me a way out, instead my freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking, too busy soiling myself. But you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear him talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stillworm. I owe you a debt too, Aster. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'll be this. Tell Badrin what's happened from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets listen to. Well, I reckon I asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels, son. Let's go back to Linsa Laminsa. Okay. Bloody elves. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. Ah, but you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jacket has hands out the punishment is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to keel hauling. Kindly gent that he is. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now it sounds to me like you've done everything Old Stone asked of you and more, justifying my generous finder's fee in the process. Must oblige, lad. As for our reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this darling wench of mine. How would you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Venturing's a trying business after all. They must don't rest their bones every now and again, tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bed for you, so make sure to make use of it. Not that you'll have much time for lying around. What will all the leaves you'll be doing? Oh, didn't I mention I'm putting your name down for leaves? Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day slaver. Just give Tamaki a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some task or other for you to do. Yay. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I could mention. I tell you, if it turns out they'd had any ought to do with them kidnappers, there'll be some hells to pay, a proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to right it. We'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the winter's hospitality. Yay! How do you fare, Aster? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the skylift out in the middle of Anosia? If you'd ever visited Wood Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffold attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up to the cliff face. Hard labor at that, and I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs what no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of Verkert, and he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Okay, I guess I'm going. I'm in baby mode. It be quiet. Brethren sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ya? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. cargo still needs to get through though, so this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle my growing list of headaches. Work it, a skylift operator needs you to recover cargo, load abandoned by a terrified wagon dragon delivered to its intended recipient. Okay. Glad I am to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprung out from a millicorn ceiling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side afore turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that ceiling, and deliver it to Leof over at Swift Perch in Western Lenosia. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Whee. Millicorn seedling. Yeah, they're all dead. Trying to think what I want to ride. Let's just ride my chocobo again. Has Naimia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood they were risking gambling my entire fortune on a crop of millicorn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before the disaster struck. Millicorn seedling. This strain of millicorn has been bred over generations to grow in even the rockiest of soils. Is that my millicorn seedling? Oh, joyous day! It may seem a partly beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to bust with firm and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards the brewer's beacon. Bacon. Beacon. Bacon. Bacon. I dropped something. Oh. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? That looks fine to me. It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to Brewer's Beacon and see if aught has befallen Kans with the lighthouse keeper. I'm riding a mandragora. You say Yellow Jacket sent you here, eh? My light's growing dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels my furnace has up and buggered off, you see. If I don't get the beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble on the water. But there's, well, not that that one is working much, but, I mean, there's plenty of light on that thing. I know you're just a messenger, lad, but I can tell you a adventurer when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring it back a cloud what you ripped from its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron blaze here and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going and that frisky bomb should soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. Okay. I can lend you one of my bombs. I have 6 of them. Dead. It perished. All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. Bomb claw. Unbearably hot to the touch, this remnant of a void-sent bomb will set aflame nearly anything it comes in contact with. There you go. Ah, you got that ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you was gone, and Liming cursed me if the furnace went all bent and broken. Shall wonder the bloody bum was able to escape. I patched things up as best as I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to have a chat with the Yellow Jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch, and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. That's gotta be me, isn't it? It's gotta be me. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well, I should write up the relevant reports. But these repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straightway to the Armorer's Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to Fort Master Hanansa. Okay. Armorer's Guild is upstairs. The castle, I think. Yeah, that's the closest one. The furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repairs. Buy a good spear. I just sent someone out to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb Kansas had trapped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Forge Master Hanansa, head of Nautic and Vimelis, wants to assist with the workload over at the Morbi dry docks. What say you to taking on some work from Nautic and Vimelis? We've a great hulking warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Antbrim, the head shipwright in the Morbi dry docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armored's Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks, found in the south of Lower Lenusia. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Nautic and Vimelis. The Morbi Dry Docks is one of Linsalamen's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's etherite. If you got no confidence in your sense of direction, you'd be best served making use of the Chocobo Porter's first floor on the mist-mast in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the south road. May the navigator guide your steps. Let's see how far I can go for today, and then I'll stop here and maybe make a little series out of this. I don't know. Because I have to start cooking dinner soon too, so. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. You have a missive for me from Forager Hanansa. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I order on Moon Pass. Let's see it then. Nautic and Vimeli missive. An important message entrusted to you by Nautic and Vimeli's Formaster, Hanansa, with orders to deliver it to Victory Shipwright Antbrim. Blast and botheration. Another delay? I am well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. May I have your name? It's Aster Flores. Aster, is it? Well, Aster, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is a symbol of Linslamin's rebirth from the wreckage brought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going as far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the thalassocracy. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be your be you fair warned. There is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with the shipment, and now 2 whole turns to the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Ferrosmith, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Lominsa, but has yet to return. I have sent several missives to Haldroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the ride, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Haldroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Wee. And does that self-righteous dog and for doubt have told him anything less than the truth? Oh, I forgot to do the doubt thing. Doubt. Turtleback Island, he can't do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, navigator, rest your soul. I know not of this Ferrosmith nor his precious supplies. Help, we here at the quay have had enough trouble these past few suns. What with the sinking of that Lominsan cargo ship of the Stealth Strand, I haven't the time to take proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that weathers in of the grip. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have the time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this Ferrosmith everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the navigator hasn't found him first. Whee. Oh, big snack. Big hunt. Hey, I'm Ferrosmith. You say the foreman's wondering on my whereabouts? I thought he might be, but you must know I cannot show my face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I've caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs. So I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen to nigh of 10 yalms, and 'twasn't long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Lominsan gallery. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the Stealth Strand. It made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with kickern, and I ain't one with the sword. And now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Look at that big ass snake. If you're a baby, don't touch the snake. Oh, yeah. It makes such funny noises. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long afore the world round me faded to black and I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the seventh hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore. And here I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage my master's cargo. Well, I got you. I got a folded sailcloth, a piece of nautical equipment intended for the Victory and sought after by shipwright Broomsmith. Got brass helm wheel, a piece of nautical equipment intended for the Victory. I got the knot of tangled rigging, a piece of nautical equipment intended for the Victory. The missing parts, I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver these supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Anfrin that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Oh my god. Picture of Curry just about to fall off. Bum 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 bum. Where am I? I'm lost. I'm like fucking lost. I'm like fuck. Oh. I am relieved to hear that both Fromsmith and the supplies are unharmed, though it was foolish of him to believe that I would blame him for that, which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to dry dock were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candle Quay was of a less natural sort, the sort which the Sahagan may have known to conjure. Aster, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Nordic and Vimelis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. I mean, okay. Gimtoa, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that Paris may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all the Solomons endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pocket with a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Ah yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Unfriend sent. Since you first arrived at the Marby Dry Docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye out on those new to the area. It's simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well, then. I assume Anthony informed you of what your task will entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near the ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanago, stationed at the rear gates, can prove you with an exact location of the camp. Master! I knew it! No more sardines for Kanago tonight. I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Entrin would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. The job, yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates of the southeast, you'll eventually come to a barren cave with a single large stone, half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nemea, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. After this quest, I'll call it a night, and then we can continue some other time. I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arse back down to wherever rock it is you crawled out from under. You see, eyes had it up to my ears with your type, roaming the hills like they were yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath outlander running up asking which is the way to the local leave mate. 7 hells if I know, I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Those balls, once we have my boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken piss hole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags, with knives to sharpen. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something, but what is this talk of getting my boy back? Could it be that their target nerve was the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for the pirates to make their first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Master. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Okay. And I'll stop here for now, for today, because my throat hurts. There's too much reading. My throat hurts. My throat's really hurty. I changed back to my clothes. Well, thank you for keeping me company, CD. I know you're lurking somewhere. I'll see you later. I'll probably start streaming again more, but it'll be on this side channel until I finish with seeing all the changes that has happened to the game since Endwalker came out. Right. Bye bye.